Hello traders, good morning. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from the currency. I'm finally feeling better and got rid of that cold. So I wanted to let you know once more about Ultima, because 1 week from now we are closing the doors of this particular strategy with the profit sharing module. This is a strategy that has been really performing very well. You can see here the live stats making a new peak, new move up, a new impulse here, and going above the 150%, and that's just within 8 to 9 months. And that's with conservative medium risk of 3% per trade, and with 5% the gains are just so much more. So of course the drawdown could also be a little bit higher as well. But this strategy is really showing amazing stuff, and I think that the SWAT tools in combination with Mislav's great improvements regarding dynamic trade management and stealth orders is just fantastic, and traders are very happy who started in January already, I think. Now, of course, keep in mind that this strategy is long-term, so there are going to be ups and downs. Always review it from a 6 or at least 12 months, I think, point of view. All right, let's take a look at the euro dollar. I added one tool, which is the Fibonacci indicator here, automatic Fibonacci indicator. It's called Bullseye, and you can find it on our website too. It's made by Mislav, and it's really cool because it plots the levels there automatically on the price swings that the zigzag indicates with the settings we have. And yeah, it's basically, you can see that price is now getting into the 138.2 fib zone here, making some kind of flag at this moment. And we're looking for a push towards the final targets for the moment at around 109, 109.25. And I think that could happen considering the strong bearish momentum that took place, obviously, last week. Last week we had a push below the support. We had a push below the long-term moving averages here. So we had a break here, pullback, and continuation. To me, that was very bearish upon the break of the 144 and this flag. And indeed, momentum, at that moment I said in this video as well, if you see momentum in the flag, there should be a continuation. That's exactly what happened. So we got the break here, the continuation of the flag, the momentum and flag, and continuation, another flag, and so forth towards the current low. Price is now below WIS5, and we had many times a hit at 21 EMA. So I think that, you know, one more push lower is possible, but then eventually some deeper retracement I think is likely, because typically price will not, you know, ride along this 21 EMA forever. It is below the WIS5, so I think there is space down to WIS6 though. That level is incorrect. That's around 109.04. So you can see that a move down here, I think, for the moment into this zone, very likely considering that momentum and all of these flags and continuations basically that happened here. This was the NFP volatility, but the candles closed very bearish on Friday, and this is looking again like a bear flag for the moment. Now, looking at wave patterns, I would say this is all a wave 3, and I will put a fib from here to here. If there is any retracement of a wave 4, then I think the price could go to the 23.6 fib at 109.70, 75, and I think that could be a bouncing spot, or the 38.2 fib at 109.88. But both levels would be resistance spots for a continuation lower towards that minus 272 target. So if it does retrace, resistance to be found, I think, for one more push lower, or there could be an immediate flag break towards that WIS6 and minus 272 target, and probably go through these main targets along the way. Let's take a look at that NFP daily candle. Of course, there were figures from the NFP for the US on Friday. That daily candle usually says a lot and gives extra information. All daily candles are useful, but an NFP candle, I think, has an extra dynamic, and that was bearish. It was not a huge candle, but it was a decent sized candle for the euro dollar volatility at least. And more importantly, the candle close was right near the low, indicating very, very strong bearish control. So this is bearish momentum at this moment. I don't see a price action breaking above Friday's high for the moment. Also, when taking into account the weekly candle, that is actually a pretty strong bearish candle considering the volatility that the euro dollar is in, which is low. Look at all this choppiness here since 2018 and 19. So that looks pretty strong for the moment. Now, I had a bullish scenario. I envisioned a bullish bounce at 109.50. Now, with last week's weekly candle, I don't think that will happen right now. Maybe if we get a new low at 109, for instance. Let's put back the fib from here to here. Right, because I was bearish, but I said, watch out for those deeper fibs though. Now, price broke already below the 78. So the last remaining fib could be the 88.6 at around 109.20. So if we get a bullish bounce there, actually I would put the fib from here to here, sorry. That's 109.13, excuse me. Then it could still be A, and this is a wave A up, and then a ABC down for blue B, and then up for C. But it doesn't seem that the 78.6 fib will hold. With such a strong bearish weekly candle, I don't think that that fib will hold. And I do think that the last fib we can count on for this particular scenario would be the 88. Now, if price breaks through that and through this bottom, of course, then in that case, my bullish scenario is out of the window. That has happened before, once particularly here, because of the fact that this is starting to look like a falling wedge. So I thought a bullish correction would take place. Didn't happen. We got one more swing down. And we got another bullish correction that did happen. But whether we get a follow through on that, big question mark. So far, those bullish follow throughs have been not too successful, right? It's been grinding down slowly but surely, very slowly though, right? Very low volatility. One of the clues that I thought that upside could happen was because of these 2 monthly candles. But let's see, and the switch of HMA. But let's see how this month's candle ends, because if it switches back down, maybe the downtrend will continue despite the slow price action, and it could just be a follow through. Next target could be 107.50 if it breaks, and then perhaps 105 as it continues lower. We can put a fib from here to here, and 108.14 would be a level to think about as well, and 106 as well, apparently, as these levels are fibs. All right. So yeah, main thing, I'm talking a lot about the $0, but main thing is to keep an eye on the flag or the bounce at the fibs, right? So these fibs, for instance. Now, pound dollar is also breaking to the downside. Had a 5-wave down. We said look out for ABC up, and then another 5-wave down, and that's what happened. So at this moment, we're in bearish momentum. Let's take a look at the higher time frame candles as well. Strong bearish candle, HMA down. This is looking like a bearish break at this moment. And in theory, it could still be part of a wave 4, but let's see if we get the bounce or not. There has to be a bullish bounce above 127.50. Otherwise, it's out of the window. This is very strong bearish candle, just like the euro dollar. Pushing through, HMA down, pushing through these fractals. So it looks like we're getting a bearish swing. Let's see how far it pushes. This could easily still be an ABC pattern, of course, as well, or some WXY complex correction with a momentum correction and then a momentum. So that's why price could bounce at support. Let's see how deep it goes. At this moment, bears are in control, and I think it could, go further. Let's put it from here to here. I think it can go to 127.50. That will be a key level because that's a key fib as well. And that could be a key bouncing spot for a potential bullish continuation still if it does complete an ABC. Whereas if it pushes through 127.50, well then maybe the trend is actually fully down at that point. So for the moment, I think continuation is lower likely. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. Yes, momentum down. Let's take a look at the hourly actually. And we see here 1, 2, 3. This could all be part of a 5-wave for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. A lot of follow throughs, and again a lower low recently. So it looks like price is making a pullback. I would say for follow through right here down to the 161.8, 128, 25, 128.50 zone for the moment. So I think for at this point even the 50-minute chart could make sense because we just had a break of the flag here. Right, we just had a break of the flag. This could be a pullback. If I would see price bouncing back down and then making a break of this triangle, that would look good, for instance, to me. Or if it moves down, flag, and then continuation. To me, that looks good. We had a break of the flag, so this could easily be a break, pullback, continuation pattern, for instance. Now, if price moves up more aggressively, then that could indicate maybe the end of a wave 4. And we could put a fib from here to here, for instance. And I would be on the lookout for 129.25, for instance, the previous bottom as well. And that could still be a bouncing spot /50 fib for a continuation lower with this downside momentum, at least towards 128.50, 128.25, 128.50, if not all the way down to 127.50 eventually. All right, that's it for now. Check out Ultima. Once again, one more week left. And otherwise, wish you a great week and great trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.